Hello vinyl community, this is Greg from 3 Dimensions of Music. It's with a heavy heart that I do this video tonight. I watch Steve Carlson, usually watch him every week. He's a wonderful guy, and he's a very close friend of Mr. Bill Young from the YouTube channel Michigan Record Club. Now Bill Young's been around a long time, he's known to a lot of people. I've watched him from time to time, and I've enjoyed his videos when he had his little dog sitting in his lap, and I knew that he was fighting cancer for quite a while. I've only been in the VC just so many years, but I think as long as I've been in it, he's been fighting at cancer. And he took a turn for the worse with some leukemia, so he's got a real tough road to hoe. He's in intensive care, and I'm praying for him and pulling that he knocks this thing out and continues on. I've cheated death myself a couple times in my life with some operations that I've had, but I can't imagine what he's going through, and I pray that he'll get better, and the Lord takes him and comforts him. There was a kind of a thread that I think Steve might have initiated to honor Bill in his channel, because he's a big psychedelic collector among a million other records. He's got a wonderful record collection. Steve lives in the same state as Bill, and he's had an opportunity to go over there and talk to him and listen to records with him and see his incredible collection. So that must have been a lot of fun. I wish I lived closer to those guys too. But I got 5 records I picked out of my collection, and I'm thinking they're Psych. I kind of looked them up on Google and everything, but sometimes Google ain't right. But they're kind of psychedelic to me, so I hope that counts. First one I picked out was quite a few albums I got from these guys, Fish, with a PH. I really enjoyed these guys playing, especially their live concerts. I have a few CDs that I really enjoy listening to. Fish would be my first selection that I picked out for Psych. The next one, probably like a given for everybody picking out from what I've seen. I picked out the Doors also. I love the Doors. This one here is one of my favorite weird scenes inside the gold mine. A lot of great songs on here. It's kind of like a compilation of all their. There's 2 records, 4 sides. A lot of great songs on here, done very well. Weird scenes inside the gold mine. And this particular record, I'm not sure about the pressing, because I'm not that familiar with how they're done and everything, but it just sounds fantastic on my system. Weird scenes inside the gold mine. Yeah, okay. All right, next. One of my favorite groups also. My wife always kids me because I always say this, my favorite groups, but Spirit. This particular one is Spirit of 76, Electro Jam. Yeah, let's see. Tampa Jam, Electro Jam from the, I don't know if I can read that, from the Time Coast, Spirit of 76. It's a pretty good album. A lot of great songs on here. Very trippy songs. I consider this Psych for sure. The 4th record I picked, I got this at the last RSD in the summer, Gong. Just got turned on to these guys in the last year or so. I know they've been around for forever, for a long time. You can normally never see any of the albums that they put out because they probably didn't sell a whole lot of them at the time, and the ones that people that own them probably held on to them, and for good reason. So they re-released this particular live set, Live in the 70s is what it's called. Let's see. I don't know if everybody's familiar with Gong, but they are a very interesting group to listen to. And there's a fellow on there that plays a horn that looks like it's a bagpipe almost. I don't know what the name of that. I don't know what the name of that instrument is. I really don't. But he's a whiz. He was a whiz at playing it, and really made some really nice music with it, with the group Gong. And the last one I picked was there's no, I'm sorry, it's King Crimson. I just got this again. I'm late to the party on King Crimson, and I got this last year too, and I enjoy it very, very much. So I do have the King Crimson with the guy screaming on the cover. That was the only one I had, so I wanted to. This was Lark's Tongue and Aspic. Very good. I enjoyed it. That's my choices for Psych Records to honor Mr. Bill Young. Honorable mention. I picked this up over the weekend. Iron Butterfly. You can see the lenticular cover that's on the CD. It's kind of cool. I've seen Iron Butterfly in different variations. This one has a live version, a studio version, and a single version. Because I think originally it was 17 minutes for the In-A-Gadda Da Vida, and radio stations only the FM stations that would have that flexibility to put out a 17-minute song. We had a radio station in Pittsburgh, and we still do, called WDVE. Very long-standing radio station. They used to play this a lot. But this has that full concert live version, which is pretty unique. There's a lot of great solos on that live version. I think this was remastered and re-released in 1995, so that's pretty cool that these are still around. I have never seen one, and it's got a nice booklet with it, with a lot of great pictures of the fellas. Let's see. One thing I noticed about these guys is they wore a lot of the jewelry. A lot of the jewelry, they like to wear the necklaces and stuff, which is pretty cool. They were very artsy and flamboyant, as you can see. Kind of nice pictures of these guys. Anyways, I'm praying for you, Bill, Mr. Young, and thanks, Steve, for starting the ball rolling on this, and I'll sign out for now. Thanks, everybody.